Checkity check. Checkity check, 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 baby. Here we go. We are back once again. Let's go. Hold on, let me turn on my light here real quick. Boom. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now. Can you hear me? Yes, no, yes, no. We got some crazy news for the crypto space today. Had to go live and share it with you guys. So, unforgettable name, Karen. Let me know in the chat right now. Can you hear me? Yes or no? I'm still waiting, guys. I'm still waiting. Come on. Perfect. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get into it. No market overview this time. None of that Fugazi. No TA. We don't got time. I got an important meeting in the next 15 minutes, so we got to make this on the go-go. So, here we go, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Why is my screen not being shared now? Okay. You just want to give me problems, huh? You just want to give me problems. That's what's happening here. You just want to give me problems. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. All right. All kinds of technical issues today, huh? Nothing like technical issues on the fly, let me tell you. Okay. Here we go. All right, here we go. Oh. Good baby Jesus. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. This has been a massive mess of technical difficulties here, but here we go. New York banking regulator sets guidelines in the wake of FTX, right? I've been telling you guys that FTX is the reason they're going to be dropping the hammer on all regulation. And all regulation is going to be pointing back at FTX. I got 3 different articles, and they're all pointing at FTX and talking about regulations. So get ready. On top of that, we're going to be talking about Donald Trump NFTs. So get excited, right? New York regulators today released crypto rules for banks following the collapse of digital asset exchange FTX. What a surprise. What a surprise, right? The DFS will then, so their whole proposal is that now there must be a submission of a business plan for 90 days, at least 90 days before they get involved with cryptocurrencies. They're going to have to review this proposal, assess risk management, corporate governance, right? All the good stuff in the name of customer protection. All bunch of load of fugazi, right? Because they don't want you to lose your hard-earned money, right? They're trying to protect your hard-earned money. What they're trying to do here is making sure that they have regulations in place to get rid of the decentralized exchanges and to make centralized exchanges just a little bit more difficult for the little guys, right? For these new exchanges coming up and competing. Who's going to get all the regulation like this? The people that are already in the stock market game, right? All these massive banks and institutions that are already in the game, that have all the connections, have all the licensing and, you know, whatever fugazi management they have to go through. It's already in place for them, but it's not in place for the exchanges on the up and up, right? For newer innovations, they want to make sure that this stays in power of the previous institutions that are in control. But that being said, that leads us to France, right? France is now going over full licensing regime for the crypto firm. Once again, citing FTX bankruptcy, right? So before, they didn't need a full license. They had an option to get it, but they didn't need it. But now that's up to change, right? France may compel crypto firms to get a full license to operate in the country after a lawmaker proposed aligning the country's laws with incoming EU regulations, right? However you want to pronounce this guy's name, is a member of the Senate and part of the Finance Commission, put forward an amendment on Tuesday that would do away with the grace period that France was giving these crypto platforms. At the present, the rules said that the crypto companies had until 2026 to get fully licensed. The new proposal, by the way, has cut that drastically, which will make them adopt a full license by October of next year. This is going to be voted on this next year coming up now. And if it passes, then these crypto platforms need to get fully licensed by October of 2023. And you know what that does? Let me do a quick little zoom in here. But do you know what that does for the exchanges? It doesn't protect you, right? Them getting a full license doesn't stop them from doing any of the fugazi that they will do. They're still a centralized entity. Banks are fully regulated, and there's a bunch of banks that get caught doing all kinds of fugazi all the time. You know what it is going to do, though? It's going to annihilate the decentralized exchanges, because decentralized exchanges can't get licensed, right? And with them not being able to get licensed, automatically they're in violation of the law. Automatically they are banned, and if anybody is probably caught using them, they're also going to be in some kind of trouble as well, because they're going to be going outside of whatever the regulations in that country is. That is the true purpose of these full licensing of crypto platforms. It's not to protect you. It is to literally destroy decentralized finance. Excuse me, guys. Decentralized finance. So let me read the comments here. Make sure everybody can hear me. Everybody can see the screen. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, no requirements as long as I'm getting a kickback. 100%. 100%, right? So let's move on to what the White House has to say about FTX. The White House, let me flip on over here real quick. But the White House refuses to answer questions about Sam Bankman-Fried donations. They're like, sorry, but we can't comment on it due to some law that was passed like in the Depression era, like almost 100 years ago. Sorry, we can't comment on it. Nobody knows the name of this law. Whether this law is real or not, it's fugazi, right? The real thing is they're saying we can't comment on it. The questions are being said, what are you going to do with now that you've gotten this money? Are you going to give the money back? Are the political donations made by Sam Bankman-Fried during the Tuesday conference, how are they going to handle this situation? Are the other politicians that took money going to be somewhat accountable and you're going to have to return similar donations? The real thing is they're saying we can't comment on it. We can't talk about this right now. But all they're trying to do is in reality say, sorry, but we just don't care. The money's gone. We spent it. We used it. We washed it, rinsed it, and repeated, right? And we're not going to give it back. We don't care that it was stolen funds. That's your problem. I got paid, and that's all that matters to me. So they don't want to tell you that. They don't want to say, no, the money's not going to go back. No, we can't do anything about it. So they just say, no comment. And they hope that you just forget. They throw some other news, flashing, breaking news in front of you, try to deflect over to Binance, whatever it is. And they just hope you stop asking the questions of these politicians that took money from FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. And talking about deflecting from Binance, from FTX, we've got over here Binance, Kevin O'Leary, the one, the only, literally saying that Binance was the whole reason for the collapse. Right? Let's forget about all the fraudulent things that FTX did, all the fact that they took customer funds, right? They went and bought a bunch of properties through other companies. They propped up their FTT token, and then they took massive collateral leverage loans on it that were super overly collateralized and over leveraged, and used those funds to then use to fund all these activities and properties and other investments that he himself was making. And let's forget about all the market making situation with Almeida, and how they couldn't get liquidated, and all the fugazi that they were doing. Let's forget about all of that, and let's just talk about Binance saying, hey, we don't want your token on our exchange, and we're gonna dump it on the market. And they're the real villains here, guys. And that's what Kevin O'Leary is pretty much pointing at right here. He's literally talking about pointing the finger, saying that Binance is a massive unregulated monopoly now. And that's what needs to be the next focus of attention, is that Binance is a monopoly. Guys, I'm not trying to defend any centralized exchanges. I don't give three fugazis about a centralized exchange. But nonetheless, let's not try to sweep under the rug what happened here with FTX just because Kevin O'Leary, the one and only, was paid $15 million to be a brand ambassador. So That being said, why are we taking this man's word? When he was paid, he's a paid puppet by FTX, and of course he's gonna defend. Of course he's gonna defend them and point the finger at Binance. And let's just completely forget about all the illegal stuff that Binance did. You know, let's just forget about all this. I'm sorry, not Binance, FTX. Let's forget about all the stuff that FTX did and the fact that Sam Bankman-Fried just didn't know that all these things were happening, and he was just sleepwalking through all the loan process and all the stuff that was happening in the background. He was just sleepwalking through all of that, making billions of dollars out of nothing, and then say, "Oh, it was all Binance's fault." That is the real Fugazi. Guys, smash the likes if you haven't smashed the likes, and subscribe if you haven't. But obviously been working out some technical difficulties here. It will get fixed at some point down the line. It'll get better every single stream. I don't do these too often, so I'm not surprised that there's some technical issues sometimes. But last and not least, the one, the only, Senior Donald Trump now has an NFT collection. And that's right, and Twitter can't handle it. Look at this guy. He looks like Homelander from The Boys. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, right? So he is creating an NFT collection released on Polygon. Once again, Polygon for the win. And you know, crypto Twitter just can't handle it. They're doing all kinds of stuff. So basically, if you buy like 45 of these, they give you access to like a gala that he's gonna be at, and then you eventually might even be guaranteed a spot to have a dinner with him and have a meet and greet with Donald Trump. Obviously 45 because he was the 45th president. And that being said, that's like $4,500 right now, because each of them is $99, my friends. They were each sell for $99 a piece, and it gets you entered into all these like sweepstakes and little wins and whatever. And they're pretty funny. They're pretty funny, right? There's one that he's a cowboy protecting the wall down in Texas. There's one where he's an astronaut. There's all kinds of stuff. But all this being said, what I really want to focus on here is that we have a president with an NFT collection. As simple as that. Showing you that the NFT collection game, right, the NFT space in general, is only going to keep growing and getting bigger and bigger, and more well-known people are going to get involved. The technology that NFT provides allows people to get access to these people, get you access and perks that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else, right? And that's one of the biggest things that NFTs can do. Obviously, NFTs do a lot more. It's about true ownership and, you know, utility. But, you know, this project, obviously, Trump is trying to put some utility into it, fundraising some money. Maybe NFTs are the way that presidents in the future will fundraise their campaigns. Maybe that's how they will fundraise their campaigns, right? And then you know exactly who owns the NFTs. All the wallets that are allowed to mint are obviously going to have to go through a KYC process. So you know exactly who minted what and how much and what's going on and what companies are involved, right? All kinds of things like that. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of KYC, but obviously when it comes to a presidential campaign, we obviously need that. So NFTs are here to stay. They're going to continue growing. The technology is very beneficial, and we're just scratching the surface at what NFTs can do. Obviously, you've heard us talk about Danger Close Alpha, real life utility. So NFTs, I still believe, are going to recover faster and sooner than the crypto market in general. It's only a matter of time before things begin to swing the other way and all the FUD gets out of the market. And I think NFTs will lead the way. I think NFTs will be the indicator of when the bull run is starting, when NFTs begin to fly off the handle once again. Because the standards for NFTs and the people getting involved in understanding the technology and the utility that these NFTs can have is expanding. It's expanding and expanding, and it's only a matter of time before it blows up, right? 2 years ago, nobody knew what an NFT was. Now, a lot of people in the crypto space, everybody in the crypto space knows what an NFT is or probably holds an NFT. And it's only a matter of time before that seeps into the average public, right? Right now, how many average Joes that are probably not involved in crypto at all, that are Trump supporters, are going to find out about NFTs, and they're going to say, wait a minute, what's an NFT? What is this crypto stuff about? Oh, let me get involved. Oh, let me start learning and start bringing people into the crypto space. Mass adoption doesn't seem like it's happening. Everybody's always asking, right, when we go to these conferences, when is mass adoption? When is mass adoption? Like, there's some type of indicator that says, well, when we hit this threshold, we have officially joined mass adoption, right, status. Guys, we are living the mass adoption in real time. That's why it feels like we're not there yet. But every day there's mass adoption. Every day we are living it in real time. That's why it seems so slow. That's why it seems like it's so far off into the future. It'll take so long for it to be there. What are we looking for? Only when we look back in hindsight, right, 2-3 years into the future, back into the past, where we say, oh, this was the pivoting moment of mass adoption, right? Of mass adoption, where everything exploded. We are living it in real time. So guys, super bullish on NFTs. Gonna be checking out what this Trump NFT is all about and what's going on over there, right? I most likely won't buy one, but I'm gonna stay up to date to see what it is that they're doing. And just goes to show you how literally a former president of the United States of America now has an NFT collection on Polygon. So bullish for Polygon, bullish for Ethereum, bullish for the NFT space, and bullish for crypto all around, guys. So like always, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you guys coming out here and, supporting me. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time, see you later. Alligator.